8 old Hollywood stars who had mob ties. Carri Grant reached stardom thanks to the mob. The mafia allegedly killed Marilyn Monroe. Lana Turner's links to the mob turned her daughter into a killer. Here are some more wild stories. 1. James Caan didn't only play mobsters. He was one. Caan was linked to the Colombo crime family. He held the rank of an associate. It was given to non-Italian members. Caan publicly spoke out about the mob boss, Andrew Russo. He said their families were intertwined. Caan even named Russo his son's godfather. The actor allegedly used his mob ties to get roles. 2. Frank Sinatra was affiliated with the Las Vegas Mafia. Sinatra was often seen with John Rosselli. Rosselli was a mobster for the Chicago outfit. He controlled Hollywood and the Las Vegas Strip. Sinatra was also friends with Sam Giancana. The FBI had a whole file on the singer. Sinatra himself denied his ties to the mob. He said these claims stemmed from racism and his Italian name. 3. The mob helped Carri Grant with his career. Grant was linked to Sam Giancana and his crime syndicate. They supposedly made a deal. The mob had to pressure producers to give Grant roles, and he was to somehow return the favor. Grant was also in Bugsy Siegel's inner circle. The actor was introduced to him through his colleague, George Raft. Raft and Siegel were actually childhood friends. 4. Marilyn Monroe may have been murdered by the mob. Johnny Russo said, Monroe worked for the mafia. Her task was to get close to the Kennedys. Monroe's flat was bugged. Allegedly, she wanted to make her affair with JFK public, but Sam Giancana decided to silence Monroe. They met a few days before her death. No one knows what really happened next. 5. Bing Crosby was nothing like his clean-cut image. The singer was a heavy drinker and gambler. He just couldn't escape the mob. Crosby even played with the infamous Bugsy Siegel. The FBI opened an investigation into Crosby's dealings. He was mired in gambling debt. He was afraid for his life and asked Frank Sinatra for help. 6. Lana Turner's ties to the mob led to a tragic accident. Turner dated the mobster Johnny Stompanato. Stompanato worked for mob boss Mickey Cohen. He was a very violent man. When Turner tried to end their affair, he put a razor to her throat. Her daughter came to her rescue and stabbed Stompanato to death. The court ruled it a justifiable homicide, but Stompanato's family accused Turner of murdering him. 7. Howard Hawks bonded with Al Capone. Hawks's career as a director spanned from the 1920s to the 1970s. His 1932's movie Scarface is about the mob. One of Al Capone's men, Puggy White, was present on the set. The mobster began consulting Hawks on mafia matters. Over time, Capone himself joined the process. He'd review scenes and give advice. He once showed Hawks how to use a Tommy gun. 8. Tony Bennett slept with a mobster's girlfriend. The famous crooner dated Anthony Spilatro's gal. Their affair never worked out. When Spilatro found out, he wasn't as mad as you'd imagine. He merely threw a phone book at Bennett's head.